$10. Correct weight we have. Correct weight has just gone through on text. We'll confirm full dividends for you shortly. In fact, here we go, John.
It's 240 Vendettas, running favourite. All set. Gates are cleared. Expect a Star when they open. Drop back after the start away. Very quickly going to the early leaders. Leather Lane going fast. Gamesman sitting up second. Jade Prince only began fairly. He's starting to stride up to third outside of Vendettas. A length away to the player Ludlam. Expect a Star last of all. Leather Lane is the front runner and Beedman is just jog trotting in front. They head up by the 1300 metres mark and Jade Prince sliding up to his girth now. 2 lengths away Gamesman. Inside of him Vendettas. A length and a half the player Expect a Star and Ludlam. 7 lengths covers the field. They sweep to the High Street side of the track, heading up to the 1000. And Leather Lane given a bit more leather, strode out by a length on Jade Prince. 2.5 Gamesman. A length away Vendettas, spotting his stablemate 4 to 5 lengths. The player at his flanks the outside. 2 lengths Expect a Star and Ludlam still last. Little or no change to the play. 800 metres out. It's Leather Lane dictating from the front. Jade Prince is a half length behind him. 2 lengths away Gamesman on the outside of Vendettas. Again getting a cosy run the fence. The player about to switch out from Ludlam. Expect a Star inside the 600. Leather Lane is the front runner on the bend, leading by a half on Jade Prince, yet to be clicked up. 2 lengths away Gamesman. Vendetta sweating on the rail. The player switched out, starting his run. Expect a Start. Ludlam well back as they thunder for home. In the stretch, Jade Prince going after Leather Lane. They're together over the rise. Here's the player coming with a run from Gamesman. Vendetta's a bit flat-footed behind those. Jade Prince has surged up and he's poked his neck in front now. Jade Prince leads from Leather Lane. 2 lengths away Vendetta's the player and Gamesman. Jade Prince in front. Is he going to ring up number 1 for the first time in 2 years? Yes, he is. Jade Prince streaking away the last little bit, and he won it by 2 lengths. Leather Lane second, Vendetta's third, Gamesman fourth, the player fifth. And the other two, the bolters, a long last, Expect a Star and Ludlam. Jade Prince, number 4, written by Danny Beasley. He hadn't won a race since winning the Gosford Guineas 2 years ago. Danny was outside the speed quickly of Leather Lane, and when let down, he forged to the front at about the 250, 300, and then kept going to give Danny Beasley the first 2 races on the program. And well prepared by Clary Connors too. He's got him racing in great heart and back to his more preferred distance of 1600 metres. We stand
speed in the race and just hopefully she'll produce and finish it off.
And not far away in New Zealand we've got...
Can I ask you, Murphy's Blue Boy, is it a lot longer odds on course than what it's showing on the tote?
No, it's just over a little bit what they're betting on track. There's not much between it though, Brendan.
Okay, perhaps the best trick then could be a standout trifecta or something to that effect, or those who play exactas. Now, New Zealand, one of our Group 1 races, comes along 13 minutes from now, where Doyle top rates ahead of DB Bell, and Blackrock College, 2 from 10 and 12, and then number 1. Now, here's the latest check of betting details. We'll have the update from New Zealand very, very soon. Venus Was Her Name, number 14, goes around. Mike Sweeney for Mike Moroney. Zern is also there in the market. And Sursum Quarter for Gary Grills as well, Fancy. We'll have an update of New Zealand odds very, very soon. Now, we still await a scales report to come through at Morford, Phil.
Murphy's Blue Boy in all red colours has the middle barrier. Racing. And he jumped okay, away fast in the early stages, Late Prince and Hammer Beam. And as they settle into stride, Frometti is driving up with differential. Going through the first 200 metres, Murphy's Blue Boy 3 away from the rail. Now goes to the lead. He's in front of differential and Frometti pushing up along the fence, and they're trailed by Tex Tycoon. Then came Late Prince, almost a length away. Then is Scaredy Cat over on the inside. And they're followed by Word Has It, and back towards the end of the field. 2 lengths away is Hammer Beam, and Step Attack is second last. Murphy's Blue Boy did it easily. He hasn't been let loose down the side. He's 2 lengths in front of Frometti, and then Tex Tycoon on the outside as they come around the turn, and further back is Differential, and back behind them is Hammer Beam. In the straight now, Murphy's Blue Boy. Oliver shook him up. Frometti stays with him a length away, and further back is Scaredy Cat running on well. Oliver's giving the gun to Windy Bay a softer run as he can. Murphy's Blue Boy in front. Hammer Beam is making considerable ground. Look out! Murphy's Blue Boy grabbed by Hammer Beam. Hammer Beam beat Murphy's Blue Boy. The shock. Scaredy Cat third. And back behind those horses then Differential, followed by Frometti and Step Attack. And they were trailed then towards the end of the field. Word Has It and Tex Tycoon. Late Prince is last. A shock at Caulfield with Murphy's Blue Boy run down by Hammer Beam, who came to the bend 3 lengths last. Hammerbeam swallowing up Murphy's Blue Boy in the last 50 metres to score the upset result. Darren Gauci and John Hawkes. Now the time they've run here, 1:3.73. 1:3.73 is nearly a half second slower than Hailey Berry recorded in the fillies. 3, 1 and 2 official. Hammerbeam first, Murphy's Blue Boy second, Scaredy Cat third. You just get the idea. I get the feeling he's switched himself off. Oliver tried to give him as quiet a run as he could, and he didn't go hard to the turn. And he was really just trying to cuddle this horse around the home turn. I don't know, I just get the feeling he turned off this horse. He's a speed machine who's been used to running as hard as he can. I'm not trying to undersell Hammerbeam in any way, but I don't know. It is a great surprise, isn't it? And I just feel that he just might have turned off. I might be wrong, but that's my immediate assessment of it on first look. 3-1.
Takes Group 1. First away, Green Street from barrier 2. Kaz began quickly, and there's El Duce being hunted up. Zerna's going with them as well. They're going to keep El Duce out on a limb. She's looking desperately for cover. Going forward also is Doyle, and Travelling Man is nice and handy as well. Kicking up along the very inside, Sursum Corda, then Kaz. She's got in about one off the fence with El Duce. Brilliant piece of riding. Seat Remain. Then in behind these next as they work along, we've got out wide on the track is Venus was her name as they steady in centre field. Perceptible, Burton are in that group as well. Then moving round out wide, Lord Mighty Malay. Ups and Downs is next. Back on the inside, DB Bell as they head into the back from Blackrock College. Then Ben Sparta, and last is Vegas Cecilia. So we've got a tear-away leader, and guess what? It's Green Street. Green Street at the 1200 metres is opened up by 10 lengths. Robin Hannon with the pedal right to the metal here. Moving into second spot is Lord Mighty Malay on the outside of Sursum Corda. 1.5 to Zerna. Then followed back on the rails by Kaz. Then Doyle. Well, somehow she's managed to get out 3 wide now on El Duce. And behind these next then we've got Ups and Downs, Travelling Man, then Burton, Perceptible. DB Bell's a little worse in midfield on the rail. Then Vegas Cecilia, Venus was her name, Blackrock College and Ben Sparta. Off the back they come in the Whakanui Stud International Stakes, and Green Street trying to do it from end to end. He leads by 3 lengths from Lord Mighty Malay. They've run this at breakneck speed. In third position, Sursum Corda under a bit of pressure, going past it Zerna. El Duce, game as ever, he's still out on a limb, moving round on the outside from Doyle, then Kaz as Sursum Corda gave ground. Green Street turns for home though, and heading for Group 1 glory is 5 lengths in front. It's still Green Street. Zerna's out after it from Lord Mighty Malay. El Duce's out deeper then, followed by Vegas Cecilia. DB Bell about to come through the centre with Doyle. They've still got to get to Green Street. Green Street at the 200, but here they come, and DB Bell. Vegas Cecilia could be the giant killer. No, it's still Green Street. Green Street stopped them. He's really put one in today. Green Street. He's led all the way, and a brilliant win in the Group 1 Whakanui Stud International Stakes. Good on you, Robbie Hannum. Second over close between DB Bell and Vegas Cecilia. Then Venus was her name. He has run them absolutely ragged, Green Street. Go to the front and stay there, son. And behind them next as they went across was Kaz, followed by El Duce, then Perceptible, Burton, followed by Ben Sparta, Lord Mighty Malay. Further away was Doyle, then came Ups and Downs, Travelling Man, Blackrock College and Sursum Corda. It'll be the last one home. Robbie Hannum, take a bow.
What a ride in a Group 1 to pinch it, blowing out most punters. Green Street, 29.80 and 8.70. The chasers include the fancies DB Bell, Vegas Cecilia, also fancy. Let's head back trackside to Randwick. Latest on course news.
Race 3 here, Randwick, numbers 2, 4, 6, 5. Nice big strong mare here, number 2, Kajar. She's had 3 runs back from a...
In the last year, I back in style for your old mate Max. He's got a good chance too.
Yeah, he's starting to find a bit of form too, so...
Started just holding them. Billy Cooper has a final look down the line, hits the button, and Straight Proof came out the back at the start. Outward Display and O to V clearly beat them out, and they're vying for early supremacy, with Cassidy taking O to V to the lead from Outward Display. Carlisle the Grey began well, and Kajar sliding across to be a nice 4th. Devious Pegasus outside of Straight Proof, 2 lengths Futurama, Twilight Rose. Trail of Gull second last and deep, and last of all is Treasure Time. Inside the 1200 metres mark, O to V, she wants to run. She's got the mouth open, fired up. Outward Display settling a lot better outside of her, but she too is just up on the steel. Here's Devious Pegasus ripping around them, and there's more pace now. Devious Pegasus coming up to the 1,000, assumes the role of pacemaker. Went clear by 2 lengths Outward Display, 3/4 a length away Eau de Vie, and 2 lengths Kajar. It's been run to suit her. She's getting a nice suck along in 4th. They were followed by Carla Leisha, 2.5 straight proof, Twilight Rose, 8 from the speed. 3 lengths Future Rama, a long way back as Trail of Gold goes up outside of it, and Treasure Time the last one. Devious Pegasus in that lightning rate at the 1,000 leads by 2 lengths on Outward Display at the 600. 2 away Carla Leisha, Eau de Vie on the outside, and 2 away Kajar. Straight proof pinching runs the inside from Twilight Rose, Future Rama, Trail of Gold, and last of all Treasure Time as they wheel for home. Devious Pegasus at any old odds in front. Outward Display after it. Carla Leisha trying to get out as Eau de Vie puts in its run. Kajar and Straight Proof behind those, and Twilight Rose to the outside. Eau de Vie with a nice little turn of foot at the 200, burnt to the front. Kajar is lengthening and coming after her from Twilight Rose. Eau de Vie in front. Cassidy Desperate leads a length on Kajar. Straight Proof from the back. Eau de Vie's giving sufficient 50 out, and she's too good, Eau de Vie. Eau de Vie won at 3/4, Kajar and Straight Proof. Twilight Rose 4. They were followed by Devious Pegasus, Future Rama. Then came, well back would have been Outward Display, Treasure Time. Carla Leisha second last, and Trail of Gold last home. Eau de Vie, ridden by Jim Cassidy. She was the early leader. They went around her with Devious Pegasus. She took the trail up. She had a nice turn of foot at about the 300, and that has pinched her the race. Kajar has run second, ridden by Rod Quinn. And we stand by for the third number to be posted. Time is 1:36.63. 1:36.63. They were walking early. Class record is 1:35. Speed was put on when Devious Pegasus whipped around the outside. And Eau de Vie, after leading, has been able to trail up. They've come home 34.7, won the last 600 metres. And Eau de Vie, well ridden by Jimmy Cassidy. Boy, hasn't he returned to the saddle in great form, winning the feature race last week at Rosehill, and now booting home Eau de Vie for Gay Waterhouse. Kajar's run second. Number 2, Straight Proof, has got third, ridden by Glenn Boss. Fourth going to number 4, Twilight Rose. Outward Display, she must struggle with 1,600 metres. She was very weak in the home straight. She didn't raise her back as chances. Trail of Gold didn't do a great deal. Twilight Rose battled on well to finish in 4th spot. Okay, here comes the other details after the running of the third race. The TO2 home 34.71. 3/4 by a short neck. 3/4 a short neck. Race 4, take out number 11 Sky Tripper. 3, 2, 6 and 1 are the tips. Late mail from Ron Duffy, Poetic Papal number 4. Race number 4 at 10 minutes to 3.
And that was set. Group 1. Favourite is Tit for Tat. Gates crash open in the Waikato Draft Sprint. Marbuzz was slow in the early stages, dropped out to be last. First away, Able Attempt, and Michael Walker now heading towards the lead with Tit for Tat, and over on the inside, the despised Ruffy Panatella is up handy as well. Now O'Sullivan's got Distinctly Secret up nice and handy in 4th position, followed out by Kensington Flyer. Then Hello Dolly and Scootarius. Between the two is High Grove. A length and a half back to Marbuzz, and last of all is Prize Gem. Down towards the 900 metres mark they go. Tit for Tat being given no peace by Able Attempt. They match Motors out in front by 2.5 from Panatella. Distinctly Secrets moved into 4th position, 1.5 away Kensington Flyer. A similar margin back next is High Grove from Scootarius, then Hello Dolly. Marbuzz is back second to last, and 3 away Prize Gem. Up towards the turn they come, 500 metres to go, and the Waikato Draft Sprint. And the leader is the hot favourite Tit for Tat, but annoying him on the outside is Able Attempt. 2.5 away Distinctly Secret as they race into the straight now, and Able Attempt has hit it off Tit for Tat here. 3:50 to go. And behind them next is Distinctly Secret. Further away then Panatella, then High Grove, Marbuzz and Hello Dolly out wide. At the 250 metres, he's rallying Tit for Tat. He's got the lead back, getting shaken off Able Attempt. Out wide here, High Grove, Marbuzz arriving late. It's Tit for Tat. He's lonely at the 100 metres. This is 5 Group 1 wins for Tit for Tat. Thank you very much. Second over will be High Grove, I think, in a photo with Panatella and Marbuzz flashing home late. Brilliant Tit for Tat. And behind them next was Able Attempt, then Kensington Flyer, followed by Price Gem. She went a beauty as well, running on. Hello Dolly was next from Scootarius, and Distinctly Secret. Its condition gave out and finished at the tail of the field. Well,
that's back-to-back Group 1 wins for Tit for Tat, who's won 14 times now, 5 Group 1s. Second and third, Georgie Simon favouring the 10, High Grove, 11 Panatella, and the 4 Marbuzz. We'll await that to be confirmed. Now, Eagle Farm, you have minors. It's 3. Check of the betting market as we hear from the rider of Perlin.
Danny, Perlin looks to be a very, very promising horse. Yeah, the early signs are that he's going to measure up to the better class races. And Does he go to the Guineas next start?
Panatella Marbuz, coming from second last, has rattled home to run in 4th position. Been supported Randwick as mentioned, and $81. Duchovny, Simon Price, a race-to-race double for him.
1400 for the 3-year-olds. They're set to go. Racing, step ahead, jump well. Storm Prince, Cape Kennedy out fast. Perlin out the back immediately. And settling into stride, Bohemian Rhapsody and Metal Rain are both going forward. As they settle fully now, Lord Volksrad midfield, trap wide, 1,100 metres to go. Metal Rain going to the lead ahead of Storm Prince, Bohemian Rhapsody, a length step ahead. Then Cape Kennedy on the outside. 2 further back in the field is Lord Volksrad. Outside Titanic Jack, the favourites racing together. A length to Natural Blitz, 1 to Perlin, and Frightening last of all. Metal Rain the leader. Out to the railway side, it's about 3/4 Bohemian Rhapsody. They're not going quickly. Storm Prince is 3rd, Cape Kennedy's 4th. Just behind them, step ahead in the orange colours, 5th the inside, and then Lord Volksrad wanting to pull. Then Titanic Jack, Natural Blitz, Perlin and Frightening. It'll be a sprint home out to the 600 metres, and Metal Rain in front. In second placing, Bohemian Rhapsody. Storm Prince is 3rd on the inside, waiting for a run. Then Cape Kennedy, Lord Volksrad off and running 3 deep now, and they're followed by step ahead Titanic Jack as they bunch around the home turn, and then Natural Blitz. Metal Rain round the bend in front here from Bohemian Rhapsody. Lord Volksrad winds up on the outside. Titanic Jack comes deeper in the pink sleeves, and Natural Blitz is the widest. Storm Prince went for a rails run as they got to the 200 metres. Titanic Jack and Lord Volksrad come down the outside. Titanic Jack in the front now. Lord Volksrad can't go on. Storm Prince battles. Titanic Jack in front. Titanic Jack wins it from Storm Prince. Step ahead 3rd. Lord Volksrad next, looked to have his chance, and then Bohemian Rhapsody, Natural Blitz, Perlin made ground, followed by Frightening, and at the end is Metal Rain and Cape Kennedy. Titanic Jack has won the race. He's come from behind Natural Blitz and powered over the top of him. Storm Prince had a gun run right behind the leader every chance in a slow run race, but Titanic Jack has come from a fair way back in a sprint home, so it's underlined the quality of his winning performance in 1:25.16. 2 Titanic Jack. Patrick Payne, Tom Hughes Jr. take out the WRC Autumn Stakes. Number 5 second, Storm Prince, Damien Oliver and Lee Friedman. And the 3rd number's about to be semaphore. Goes to number 3, Step Ahead, Stephen King and Rick O'Lacey. Numbers are 2, 5 and 3 in the 4th. Well, back into his winning frame here after he did win his first 3 starts. Not that he'd gone off the boil, he'd run some good races, unluckily without winning. But today that's been a absolutely terrific winning performance, because they did dawdle along early. I'm sure the sectionals will show that they've sprinted home hard, and he's come from behind most rivals to win. Lord Volksrad was just in front of him at the turn. He took off before Titanic Jack got a break on him, but he was very disappointing over the closing stages, I thought. 2, 5 and...
This Bruce McLaughlin trained runner. The net's been a bit easy. Dial Tones has been one coming in at longer odds. So at longer odds...
The net moving his head. Balances up, gates fly back, starter caught them in a beautiful line. Dial Tone, Screen Jester out in the centre away quickly, and Miss Hilda Skilder from the deep showing speed, and Sir Kilt near the rail going fast. Poetic Papal caught wide with the net, and Lord Kefalonia inside of him on the fence. A length away then is Laminated. Wagstaff second last, and Balgull dropped out to last at the 750. Sir Kilt booted up on the inside of Screen Jester, led the filly by a head, and Miss Hilda Skilder's 3 deep chopping the breeze. One away, Dial Tones, Lord Kefalonia box seating, then came Poetic Papal. He's out 3 deep at the moment, chasing along. They were followed by the net, Balgull, Wagstaff, and last of all is Laminated. In the straight, Sir Kilt the inside, Screen Jester, Miss Hilda Skilder putting in a bid. There's a line of 3. They're 2 lengths in front of Poetic Papal called upon. Balgull's got to the outside with some sort of a run from the net, and Lord Kefalonia and Miss Hilda Skilder's hit the front at the 200. Poetic Papal is chasing. It's Miss Hilda Skilder in front. Poetic Papal is gunning her now. Poetic Papal getting up to Miss Hilda Skilder and coming home the better. Poetic Papal snatched the lead 50 out, drew clear and beat Miss Hilda Skilder. The winner chopped in front of Miss Hilda Skilder, and she had a check near the post, but he was safely clear. The net's in a photo 3rd with Sir Kilt. Lord Kefalonia, Wagstaff, Laminated, Balgull, Dial Tones, Screen Jester capitulated. She's run last. Poetic Papal, well, he deserved a change of luck.
Joseph Pride, the winning trainer. Glenn Boss in the saddle. 4 from 5. A little bit of movement near the end of the race, as Terry's pointed out. If you get the chance, we'll take a look at that head-on for you with third and fourth, very interesting. But Glenn Boss saddles up for his first win on the card. So 4 from 5 it is across the line. And good luck if you enjoyed success there. We're away. Balgold third, the Net in fourth position. So does that mean the slip is still a possibility?
For Murphy's,
Yeah.
the horse is going to have a freshen up, in the opinion of Mick Hicks now, a freshen up and will go to Sydney. Wasn't too sure about the slipper, but that's the next destination.
Very interesting indeed. That's the latest.
This is the fifth. They're standing well. Racing, Galapagos Girl began fast and so did Taimana. Eulalie jumped okay. Card Queen away fast. Shea Spice drives up. Easy Virtue not far off with Queen Carey. Settling down now, Card Queen showing plenty of dash by the 1,000 metres. Leads a little over a length here to Taimana. And Shea Spice going up on the outside now, and they're followed closely in the field by Queen Carey. Next in the field then is Skewiff in the lime colours, followed by Eulalie, and over on the inside Easy Virtue. A length and a half further back is Rich Ruby Red. Galapagos Girl a fair way back. Gold Lottie are inside, and then came Special Grange, Best Picture and Tully Thunder. Card Queen the leader from Taimana coming around the home turn. Shea Spice is wider out third, and then Skewiff, Easy Virtue. Queen Carey hard ridden from Rich Ruby Red. Galapagos Girl spots the leader about 7 lengths near the inside. Card Queen round the turn, staying well off the rails in front from Skewiff down the outside, letting loose with a good run. Taimana's next, battling away a bit, and then Rich Ruby Red and Galapagos Girl. Skewiff raced up to Card Queen, 100 to go, and Skewiff hit the front. Special Grange died through on the inside, but Skewiff clear, and Skewiff is a winner. Special Grange a half length second, Card Queen third. Tully Thunder from last was next, and then Taimana, who battled, and so did Galapagos Girl. Rich Ruby Red. Next in the weakening Shea Spice, Eulalie, Best Picture, Easy Virtue, Gold Lottie and Queen Carey. They've run it in 19.45. And Skewiff the winner. Ridden by Dale Smith for Darren Weir, posting a listed race victory in town. 10.30 and 2.60. Strong win by Skewiff. Special Grange finishing hard, $1.90. Card Queen leading up and holding the place, $7.10. Got a good rap from Elf, I think, in his late mail. The place divvies a beauty for Card Queen. 10.30, 2.60. Skewiff, 1.90. Special Grange, 7.10. Card Queen. Good ride, terrific ride. Just sitting off the pace on Skewiff, Dale Smith. Apprentice riding in this race without claims, so some good confidence shown in the jockey by Darren Weir, and he did finish very strongly. Wasn't it noticeable how they wanted to get off the fence in that race? First I've taken notice of that. Most marked that they came round the turn and wanted to stay right off the rails. I reckon we'll see a fair bit of that over the last few races. 10.30 and 2.60 for Skewiff officially. $1.90 for Special Grade, 7.10 Card Queen. Quinella, $23.30. Other divvies not on my screen at the moment. Taimana looked to have its chance, but wilted in the run home, and Galapagos Girl out the back for much of the journey and didn't fire. Righto, we might have seen Murphy's Blue Boy puncture in the Blue Diamond Prelude, but I think the CF4 Stakes, no matter what the result will be, a
good first start in a race, but there was no opposition. The time was inferior to the other good 3-year-old that won the first race. But she was throttled down the last 100 metres. Only Glory's been solidly back. There was money early, then got back out when Tasamo tightened in. You're doing well on the tote at 560, and the Starfish has had support. Has always been short the tote. Those Coffs Harbour people, I would imagine, putting their monies into the local TAB. 670 is better with the bookmakers, but has firmed in just a fraction late. A good betting race, this one. Highest has moved in. Thea Morosa's rider out of the saddle at the moment. Tasamo moving forward. That's her on screen. Coming up as Lady in Paris with the red cap. Tasamo, Only Glory have been very well tried. Each of 2 to win the race. The one that Duff likes, Verstack, has eased a couple of dollars on track, around the same on the tote odds. And given the support for the other 2, you've got to say, has held its position pretty well in betting. Only Glory about to move in. She struck a very biased track here last time out. 1,200 metres. Tasamo, the lilac colours near the inside, pale green, green diagonal stripes, white sleeves. She's the fave, and is at 260. Set to jump. They're ready. Racing, Tasamo missed it. I reckon second last away. Away very quickly, Verstack, Danesti, Tutelage and Lady in Paris showing speed. And there's Stratika wide out going fast. Danesti's going to lead them clearly from Stratika, Lady in Paris and Chocolate Starfish and the White Jacket spearing forward going to third. A length away Sky Tripper, Tutelage wide, Tasamo back with Only Glory, Verstack highest and Fia Morosa on the fence. Sorting themselves out, Danesti at a leisure, led by 3/4 Chocolate Starfish and Stratika out 3 deep. Lady in Paris fourth, but very wide from Sky Tripper to Samo between runners. Only Glory outside of her and Tutelage right off the track. 2 lengths further back then is Verstack. Highest between runners and Fia Morosa on the rail. The fillies are jam-packed on the bend. There's 5 lengths first to last. Into the straight, Danesti leads Chocolate Starfish and Stratika. Coming to the outside, Only Glory to Samo behind those, looking for a run from Sky Tripper. Lady in Paris, Tutelage. Only Glory is coming out after Stratika. Now to Samo, seeing a bit of daylight in the centre, running on from Tutelage and Verstack. Only Glory in front at the 100. To Samo trying hard. Verstack from the back from Stratika. Only Glory in front. To Samo coming out of it. Only Glory lifting. Too good. Only Glory wins it along neck to Samo. Verstack a length away third. Danesti maybe fourth from Stratika, Tutelage. Then Fia Morosa, Sky Tripper. They were followed by highest Lady in Paris. And the last one to pull up, Chocolate Starfish.
The late mail was pretty strong, Only Glory, but Tasamo blowing the start. What chance it if it had jumped with them? 9.82 across the line. Darren Beedman for John O'Shea. And John O'Shea, the winning trainer. So 9.82, Danesti fancied for fourth. That's the Randwick details. Moving in for the Group 3 Tassie Derby. Morphettville's due in 6. Shortly they'll be parading for the Group 1 CF4 Stakes from Caulfield. So we'll have more news from there very, very soon. Now, looking ahead to Caulfield, Yell is the one which tops the ratings. Its figures it's been producing have been exceptional, ahead of Innovation Girl, Perno and Northerly, 6, 7, 5 and 1. Some suggesting if he is vulnerable, it'll be first up Northerly, who won the Craig Lee, Underwood, Turnbull, Caulfield Cup and Cox Plate. How's that for an honour roll last spring? He's towed elect behind Innovation Girl, who's the top pick. So he's the second pick in betting. Fields of Omar, third pick. Yell, fourth elect. Don Eduardo and Mr. Murphy, who ran last place in this event last year, is the second outsider. Randwick, there's the details. First 4, number 7 in fourth position, 9, 8, 2 and 7. So Stratica got fourth, $1,059. So 9, 8, 2 is the picks which have come out of Ronnie's late mail. So that is the details across the line at Randwick as they move in Hobart. Shortly they'll be parading for our feature race today at Caulfield. And Morphettville is in between where ratings 5 and 7 equal ahead of the 2 and the 3. It's start time at Hobart. This is the Group 3 Tassie Derby. Let's link up with Colin McNiff.
Now there's Burley's Gamble. Off they go in the Derby. Burley's Gamble came out nicely down on the inside and Steamroller was away fairly. Tin is working across and Dream Quest is getting up into the early part of the race too. Then Kingdom of Stars, High Claire, Zacchiello is the widest horse as they come down the home straight the first time. Father Patrick's going to drop out at long last. View from Above is back second last. Tin takes up the running at the judges' box the first time. Conversations, High Claire go up to join it. Dream Quest 2 lengths away fourth, followed by Kalira King and a nice posse back along the inside. Wonder Kingdom of Stars and further back then came Zacchiello on the outside of Burley's Gamble. Irish Noble is back towards the tail of the field on the outside of Steamroller, who's drifted back. View from Above is second last and last is Father Patrick. 1,600 metres left to travel and High Claire has gone to the front by 2 lengths Conversations. 2 away third are Tin and Kalira King, a neck back the inside fourth. 1.5 to Dream Quest. The Devonport Cup winner has settled nicely. 2 to Kingdom of Stars. Then Burley's Gamble just shifted